Well, you know what's crazy is I have this conversation on the pod too a lot. Is I see the end result for a lot of these like gorgeous women
Yeah.
that pretty much got ran through
Mhm.
and they never like locked down a man.
Yeah.
I see all of them. They're old at the bar. You can tell that they used to be hot, but they're worn
Mhm.
out, and they're alone and sad, and they still are delusional. I would have conversations with them. This is
Yeah.
before the podcast too.
Mhm.
I just wanted to be like, I just start talking to them. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with you? Like, why are you here always by yourself?
Yeah.
And they would tell me all these sad ass stories, and I'm like, it sounds like that shit was you. Like, you could tell they used to be hot, and it's like, I think that's when the realization hits them, though. But I don't even
Mhm.
think they want to accept that realization. Like, you are alone at the bar, no dudes are talking to you, and if they do come up to you, it's because you're the last thing left. But I see you next week here again.
Yeah.
So it's like it's weird.
It's a common thing for women to waste their youth looking
Yeah.
for the wrong people until they get to that age where that clock is ticking and then they know it's time to start looking for the right people, but it's too late
It's too late.
because let's be honest, young women are a commodity.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier, and I'm not saying this is a hot take of mine,
Okay, let's
but
go.
this is why young women are so attractive. But I don't really think I don't think it's about age, it's just about a woman being malleable. Because if you got a young girl who's willing to learn, willing to be excited, willing to do everything that you want as a grown man, and you looking at this 30-year-old girl and she ain't trying to do none of that, she's stuck in her ways, she giving you problems, she
Yeah,
giving
we
you
ain't trying
hell,
to deal with
and
that
she
shit.
thinks she the prize,
Yeah,
you might as well go younger.
yeah.
That's just the truth.
So that's literally what happened to me. After I got divorced,
Yeah.
I was like dating this girl. She was a little closer to my age.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck this. This
Yeah.
girl's stuck in her ways. I'm not dealing with this shit.
Yeah.
And I just like didn't care, walked off, you know? I think that's why these older women are single. They just,
Mhm.
and especially even if she owned a business.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool. It was attractive to me, all that shit.
Yeah, she's
But-
successful.
But it's like all you want to do is control. And
yeah.
I can't be controlled, not even by
Yeah.
myself.
They
So
don't
what
know
the
how to
fuck you-
follow.
Yeah, no.
They don't know how to follow the leader. And I don't think it's really necessarily about age as much as women think. I just think that it's more about being malleable. You got to be able to choose the man and follow his lead because that's what a man is going to do. That's the nature of us, man, woman, and child.
So do you do that?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to follow my man.
Okay.
Yeah, if I like, and all I got to do is like him, oh, yeah, I'm following him wherever he take me.
So what kind of men do you date? Are they strong men or business owners? Like what
Mhm.
kind of men do you date?
I date men that aren't afraid to ask for what they want and know how to lead. That's it. It doesn't matter what realm they're in or what they do in life. Just a man that knows his place. I know mine, and we both respect each other for it.
How do you identify that?
I think it just. How do I identify it?
Like if you're let's say you're somewhere, right? You could be at a party, a bar, whatever.
Yeah.
And you how do you identify a man like from the boys when you're there and you can tell, oh, this is a man right here.
Yeah.
That's a little dickhead or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how do you identify? Like, what do you do? Like, okay, I don't know if you're dating right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Or if you have a boyfriend, but let's say you have a boyfriend. How did you find him and say, okay, he's a candidate of who I want to date?
The men that separate themselves from the boys are the men who are not afraid to lose you because they know they don't need you. Men who pander to women just because they want a piece of the pussy or because they are afraid to lose you. You realize that, okay, you're pandering, you're not telling me what it actually is. Versus a man who's going to stand on his business. I may not like the sound of it. I may not like how it feels, but if I can choose him even after getting through that feeling, that's how I know. Because I know the ones that have tried, and I'm like, I'm not going for that. But that's just because they weren't the person that I like. And I think that it's all about a man being able to not give a fuck. He don't care how you feel about it. You his woman, you gonna listen to him, and you either respect his rules, you either respect his demandings, or you don't.
How do you identify then? There's two different kind of men like that. I feel like so. There's men that don't give a fuck because they have all these bitches,
Yeah.
and there's men that don't give a fuck on the other end because he has so much going on in his business, career, whatever it is,
Yeah.
that it's like you're either gonna ride the wave with me or you can just get out of here, right?
Yeah.
So how do you identify the difference? Because I've been noticing a lot lately.
Yeah.
Women are a lot of people I know personally.
Yeah.
They're dating men that don't give a fuck, and they liked it because of that. But they ended
Yeah.
up being a dude that has a lot of women.
Yeah.
So how would you identify that? Are you able to identify that?
I think that I am, just because of the type of men that raised me and the type of men that I dealt with. You know, like my daddy always told me, you can't do nothing but respect it. And if you can't respect it, you don't need to be around it. And certain things like that show you who a man is. You ask for something and he's not willing to give it to you, then he's showing you that you don't really mean nothing to him. Because I feel like in today's day and age, people are so worried about giving or take. Women want to take a man's money. Men want to take a woman's.
Take that ass.
Yeah, they want to take that. They want to take that ass. They want that piece of that punani. That's it. But when you realize that it's a give and take situation, like a man that knows that he's willing to not just fuck me, he can acknowledge that, okay, he here to take care of my feelings. He here to take care of me emotionally, physically, mentally. And that's something that a man is responsible for. And I think that's how I tell the difference. If a man is showing me that he's going to be responsible for me, he's going to be there through any and everything. Not just because, I want to have sex. Not just because I want to be in my feelings all the time. But he's here for all of it, the whole panel, not just one or the other. That's how I differentiate from a real man.